Managers' attitudes towards an extended working life. Managers are responsible for the environment on an organizational level, as well as for the measures that are taken to make adjustments to the work environment and work situation for all ages and for older workers. But until what age do managers consider that they themselves want to and are able to work? We asked Swedish municipal managers this question through a survey with 905 respondents, which proved that there's a difference between being able to and wanting to work for managers as well. About 36% of responding managers stated that they consider themselves able to work until 66 years of age or older. However, only 15% of the managers stated that they wanted to work until 66 years of age or older. We examined the managers' attitudes towards their older employees. If this mattered regarding how they perceived the need of keeping older employees until an older age. The results showed that of the managers who wanted to retire before or at 65 years of age, fewer considered that their employees wanted to work until 66 years of age or older, and they did not consider it as important to keep employees in the organization until they were 65 years of age or older. On the other hand, managers who wanted to work until 66 years of age or older considered that their employees wanted to work until 66 years of age or older to a larger extent, as well as considering it important to keep employees in the organization until they were 66 years of age or older. It appears that managers' perception and attitudes regarding when they themselves want to retire affect when they think that their employees want to retire, as well as whether they consider it important to keep employees in the organization until an older age. Attitudes regarding older employees differ in organizations and enterprises. When asking managers what they think of their older employees, both positive and negative aspects and attitudes are revealed. This study showed that managers perceive that older employees carry competence of experience to a larger extent, and that they to some extent are more meticulous when executing their work tasks, that they treat customers, clients, patients or students well, that there is support to younger and newly recruited employees, and that older employees' life experience is useful in their work. Furthermore, to some extent, older employees are perceived as being more loyal towards the organization, according to some managers. However, as previously mentioned, the study also relieved negative attitudes that some managers held against their older employees. Some managers perceived that their older employees to some extent work slower than younger employees. Furthermore, they thought that older employees find it harder to adjust to changes, that older employees lack flexibility in their thinking, that older employees are more hostile towards new technology, that older employees to some extent have lower education, and that older employees are not as productive anymore. However, other managers completely disagreed with these statements. What do municipal managers believe causes their employees' early exit from working life? The logistic regression analysis of this study showed that managers believed their male employees' early exit from working life was caused by dissatisfaction with changes in the work situation and work environment, or lack of work satisfaction. To some extent, they believed that it was caused by insufficient well-being in the work unit or reorganizations. What do municipal managers believe causes their female employees' early exit from working life? The results of the study showed that the most believed causes for this were too high work pace, physical illness, mental illness or stress, lack of work satisfaction, or that the female employees couldn't be relocated. If we look at the differences between the manager's statements for female and male employees, respectively, the most common female-dominated workplaces in the municipalities were childcare, healthcare, elderly care, school, etc. On the other hand, the most common male-dominated workplaces were different kinds of technical management. We asked the managers what opportunities they thought would increase their employees' ability and willingness to work until an older age. The managers' responses regarding their female employees were that above all, shorter work shifts, a weekly extra day off, and individually adjusted working hours would increase the female employees' possibilities of working until an older age. But also, financial incentives, decreased work pace, different work tasks, and decreased physical and mental work demands. The managers' responses regarding what would increase their male employees' ability and willingness to work until an older age were rather similar. The managers responded, a weekly extra day off, shorter work shifts, individually adjusted working hours, and financial incentives, but also different work tasks and decreased physical work demands would probably increase their male employees' possibilities of working until an older age. Despite this, it was primarily female employees who terminated their employment due to a high work pace, physical and mental illness and stress, while the male employees primarily made their exit from working life due to dissatisfaction with changes in the work situation and work environment, according to the managers. In a study of employees aged 55 to 64 years of age, the respondents were asked what opportunities they thought would increase their ability and willingness to work until 65 years of age or longer. Several different occupations were included in the study, and this diagram shows the response. Shorter working hours was the statement most employees wished for. Some wanted to work at a slower pace since they considered the current work pace too high. Others, with physically demanding occupations and mentally demanding work environments, wished for a work environment and situation that entailed less physical and mental demands. Some were worried that their competence was insufficient. For example, many respondents believed they needed competence development regarding IT and technological skills. Respondents also perceived that they had less opportunities of participating in competence development, support, and possibilities of being included in new projects due to their age. In these cases, they wanted to change this so as not to be disregarded due to their age. Please take a few moments to consider and reflect on the following questions. What affects for how long a manager is able to and wants to work? Why are there stereotypes and preconceptions regarding older employees? Do the managers and the employees' perception regarding what increases the possibility of a sustainable extended working life differ? What would increase the employee's possibility of working until an older age in your workplace?